Mm. What's going on, everybody? It's Terminated. I'm back, baby. Back in action once again. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And we're here for one thing and one thing only. And that is Spectre Divide release day. I don't know if I'm the only one excited for this game or not, but I had fun in the playtest for the most part. So there was some toxic people, but hey, it's that style game. You're going to have that. Same with Valorant or any of these other games. You just have to kind of roll through the punches and, deal with it, basically. But yeah, we're back. We are good to go. Locked in. Got the game up. How's everybody's afternoon so far? Pretty good? I know it's kind of early. Might not be everybody in here. I'm on live on Twitch, Kick, and TikTok currently. All right, we accept. All right. Access granted around the board. I understand. Oh, there's a colorblind filter. Nice. I think we'll just keep it on regular. Blood effects on. Minimap rotation on. Center minimap on. Actually, rotation. We'll leave it for now. Minimap size. 0.9. By default, it's a square. Change it to a circle. See how that feels. Motion sickness prevention, sure. Okay. Cool. Let's get that music back on now that the intro is done. Everything looks good. Good to go. Looks like we're a free agent. Looks like we have to compete again to become some kind of agent. Sponsors. Oh, there's drops over here on the Twitch side. I think I might have mentioned that already. If I didn't, there is drops. So keep that in mind. You can get a couple of different keychains, little charms. They look pretty cool. I can probably pull them up for you if you want to see what they look like. I'm going to go activate endorsement on this one because I like the searchability function on Riker. Play 3 games to be recruited. Okay, let's adjust our character. See what new stylings and things like that we can add, if any. Car's kind of cool. Nothing new here yet. What is that face? It's ridiculous. I bet you nobody uses this. Well, maybe for like a bald guy or something. I don't know. Welcome in if you're joining from the TikTok side. Appreciate you being here. Customize our Spectre. Outfit. Barcode. Actually, I kind of like the... Yeah, actually. Let's keep the barcode. Barcode's cool. Outfit. Yeah, it looked pretty cool. Go with that. Banner. Don't have a beta banner or anything. Interesting. Phrase. Alright, let's get into it. Let's just see how it goes. We'll adjust our settings as we go. See how it feels. The final product. Welcome into the live. Appreciate you being here. Queues are already long. Interesting. You're here for the Terminated music vibes. Appreciate it. What's good, Ray? Having a good day so far? Let's move this remote out of the way. You see if Ken's joining in. Talk to a couple people about playing with me. Oh, match found. Let's go. Well, this game is very cyberpunk, futuristic. You know, it has that vibe, so we had to go with that route.
Like your industries.
I don't hear the game for some reason. Oh, it's because my speakers aren't on. My bad. Yeah, how's CS Valorant Divided? It's alright. I just started in the car driving around. Oh yeah, cars. Audio. Okay, it's pushed to talk. It's you now. They change it. Yo, pick your fucking shit, dude.
Zoom Technologies.
Oops. A bad word. How are people getting these cool character skins? What I want to know. Have they already been playing that long today?
You have the seats.
I haven't played this map yet. Gotta grind 4 or 5 levels on the beta tonight. Yeah, if you want those skins, you do.
I'm going for the play. Ah, Zeus was dropped. Zeus has been planted.
Wave scan running.
Let's go. Good start.
You have the Zeus. Wave scan.
Dropping smoke.
The Zeus is dropped.
Wave scanning the area.
They're the last stand. You lost the round.
Ah.
You have the Zeus.
Wave scan running.
This carrier is down. Zeus has been planted.
Gathering wave scan intel.
Placing Hexberry.
Fudge. Dude, I don't know how. Oh, nice. Nice, this guy's pretty good.
Placing the crest. Trap days. You have the Zeus. Wave scan out.
Ugh. First game is not good. Not good so far.
Throwing smoke.
Zeus going down.
Damn. That guy's carrying right now. It's crazy. Good armor.
You have the Zeus. Doing a wave scan. Smoke out. Zeus is dropped. I'm alive on your team. You lost the round.
TikTok hates you? Why? Because you're not here? I think you're
Next
here.
round is side switch. Wave scanning the area.
Wave scanning the area.
Zeus has been planted.
Ugh, I keep missing my shots. I'm gonna look up a settings video after this match. I feel like there's something I'm missing. My settings are not correct.
Won the round. Halftime side switch.
Wave scan, going out.
Come on.
Sending wave scans.
Need to try to play it like Valorant, where you like kind of hold your mouse at an angle, but I don't like holding my mouse up. Kind of weird. Kind of feels real weird.
Zeus has been planted.
Dude got in my face. Okay.
Wave scan.
Last standing. Flawless round.
Fine. It's fine. Shit.
Wave scan running.
Lost the round. Zeus has been planted.
All right, we're gonna come back. It's all right. No worries. All right, let's go with these. Oh, fuck. I'm projecting another A rush.
Gathering wave scan intel.
Old man fell outside your house?
Wave scanning.
You under armor.
Poor guy. Plays alright. Some armor.
Wave scans up.
Arc sentry standing by.
Zeus is down.
Throwing meltdown. Coal mine ready.
Meltdown. Doing a wave scan. Detected.
Zeus has been dropped. You what?
You wanna play this, Harry? Probably not. But you're gonna ask. I mean, once you get the old man situation figured out.
Doing a wave scan. Wave scanning the area.
Motherfucker.
Arc sentry.
Force has been planted.
Oh my, going down.
Good. You can join if you want. I wouldn't mind having more people to play with, so I'm not playing alone. You know, that are probably on my skill level versus... Oh, dude, no! Knew they were gonna be waiting. Gotta start dinner. Yeah. You got 2 hours of sleep? Why'd you get 2 hours of sleep? What was wrong? What's bothering you, Harry? Old poppy term.
Scan.
Actually, I get that, man. For real. I slept in today. That's how tired my ass was.
Carrier is down.
That's not what I want.
Arc sentry on
That.
scan.
No, I don't want to be here. Morning. Where's he at? There he is.
All mine ready. Wave scan out.
Right. Fuck, dude.
Outstanding. Match point.
Doing a wave scan.
Stayed up late Sunday, so my body wanted to stay awake Monday. Yeah, it could be. I drained my literal life essence out of my body, so I think that's what it was for me, to be honest. Pretty sure I was just tired, body-wise.
Wave scan out.
Tried to cook.
Zeus has been blasted alive on your TV. Match ended in a tie.
Brawl, I guess. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go look up some settings. How long's the COD beta open? One more day today, and then it ends. I'm gonna be playing this myself. That's my plan. Cancel queue, please. Hang on, cancel queue. Cancel queue. Hang on, I gotta close. We gotta find some settings. Few weeks. Probably should turn down some of the settings. We don't need a lot of them. See what this guy says.
Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to some more Spectre Divide. Today we're going to be going through a full settings guide breaking down what I believe to be the most optimal settings for me. And with this video, hopefully it gives you a good sense of direction as to how to set up your settings for you, define what's most optimal for your build, and give you a better understanding of what each setting does. So we're going to get into it. After I streamed this game for about 12 hours yesterday on Twitch, I did have a bunch of people ask me for my settings, and so I'm going to share my
Looking
crosshair
hot
video,
here
a bunch
already.
of my graphic settings, and yeah, I'll just show you guys what it looks like. Hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, like is always appreciated, and if you guys do want to get access to Spectre Divide's closed beta, you can watch me over on Twitch. Links to my Twitch will be in the description. All you gotta do is watch me or any other streamer, and after claiming rewards such as sprays, banner frames, and weapon charms, you can then have a chance at getting access to an actual game key. So that's how you can play Spectre, but let's get into the settings. Okay, so I'm gonna go through things in order here, just from left to right. Accessibility across, starting off with subtitle presets. I keep subtitles off, I just don't really find them necessary. Motion sickness prevention. All I know is that when I have this setting off, it turns off my center dot on my screen, which I find pretty crucial on my crosshair. As you guys see right here, I do have my crosshair, and right in the middle there's a little dot. If I turn off the motion sickness setting, it gets rid of it, and I don't know why. I don't know if that maybe means I just need to readjust my settings for this setting, but yeah, I personally like motion sickness off, so I keep this setting applied. In terms of colorblind filter settings, I know a lot of people who like to use colorblind filters just because they like the way it looks, they find colors more vibrant, but me personally, I've always played and enjoyed games on their default colors. I'm not colorblind. If you are, all the reason to use it. Colorblind filter strength, if you are using, I mean, you can adjust that accordingly. Blood effects, I do keep these off. It's just less going on your screen. Damage camera effect, I also keep off. And taking damage, I prefer not to have anything flashing or bursting on the edges of my screen. I just keep that off. Team line of sight lasers. I highly recommend you guys keep this on. It's actually really important. If you have teammates and you want to...
Wait, you can turn on damage camera effects? Turn them on and off? Hang on, we're gonna go change that for sure. Yeah. Try red as the enemy team. I need to figure out what all that means.
Even talking to each other, you can see with their laser coming out of their weapon what they're focusing on. So keep this on. It'll prioritize like, oh, they're looking at that angle. Okay, maybe I can cover a different angle. Super useful team tool. Enemy outline color. This is a new feature they just added in for this closed beta, and it's super useful. The default outline on enemies is orange, but I find it tends to blend in a little too easily with some of the skins that they got going on this game. So I personally like to highlight them red. Red is bold, it's bright, and I know red generally means bad enemy. So I keep my enemy outline color on red. You can play with what you like though. I feel like green would make you think friendly. Language, I keep that in US, subtitles off, subtitle background opacity. I also keep this off. If I did have it on, I mean, you guys can see it right here. It just adds the boldness to the background. And then, well, I have subtitles off, so all this isn't necessary. So we're gonna move on. General settings now. With mouse sensitivity, I play on a 0.46 sense. This is about 35 centimeters per 360 on a mouse. Move your mouse 35 centimeters, the length of the ruler in a little bit, and you'll do one full 360. ADS sense multiplier, I keep this on 1.0. So whether I'm ADS, whether I'm not ADS, it's not going to scale the sense. It's 35 centimeters across the board. Inverting my y-axis, I mean, I'm not an alien, so I don't use this. And 4K 8K polling mouse support. This was a new feature they added in the stress test that just went down before this closed beta. And I mean, I don't have a 4K polling mouse or 8K, so I'm not using this. But if you do, could be worth checking out. ADS recoil view behavior. I've talked to some friends with this, and everybody I've talked to who has played, you know, Spectre for a lot longer than I have, and tests and stuff like that, they all just recommend I stay on center. I mean, I've tried some of these. They're a little bit, I mean, they are different. Like, this follows your pattern. This is, once again, just kind of personal preference. But me personally, I just like my ADS recoil behavior to be centered. It's the least smooth camera-wise, but it keeps everything focused on your center dot of your crosshair. It doesn't adjust anything accordingly, and it just leaves it there. Moving on to your ADS tracer display, I keep this off. This is only when you're ADS, but if you do have this on, you can track for every bullet. You can track for every 2 bullets or 3 bullets. It's just extra visual clutter happening on your screen. So when you're ADS, and you can see when I'm gonna move around, but picking up, and I ADS, and I shoot. There's no tracer effect. It's strictly the bullet effect of it connecting with an opponent. If there's an opponent, there'll be no blood effects either. We're gonna turn that off. So yeah, it looks super clean. Optical hit confirm. This is another feature I find to be pretty useful. Basically, on the outsides of your not your crosshair, but your reticle, you see like little green highlights around it. Every time I hit a
There's no
target,
inactivity
if it's an
fingers.
actual enemy, they'll like kind of
Why do they keep
pulse
doing that?
green, just very faintly. But it is a nice subtle
Well,
indicator.
I'm
to
right
show you
here.
You're hitting your target. So for those reasons, I like to
TikTok
keep
Live.
that on. Minimap rotation.
I don't know why it does that.
All my minimap stuff is very preference based, but I find it to be useful, especially as someone who hasn't had a lot of experience with attack shooters. I find the minimap pretty important to me, and there's actually a lot of useful information that goes down on it. So making that enhanced and as visible as possible was priority to me. Minimap rotation, I like it on. This is a preference. Some people like it off because they read the map better. I read it better when it's on. A center minimap on player, I also like this on. I kind of get lost at who's who on the minimap if you're not memorizing who's what color. So keeping it focused on me is nice. Minimap size, I crank that up to the max. Minimap scale, I also crank that up to the max. I'm gonna move my face cam here so you guys can see it. But you can see here with the scaling, if you crank it up to the max, you can actually see the map in depth. very, very up close. You can see the specific points at which abilities and other things happen or who's shooting. I feel like it's just much
Yeah,
easier
welcome
to
in.
call out when the
Appreciate
map
everybody
is
coming in
large
today.
like that. And like I said, once again, with the minimap size, it's cranked. It's max size. Minimap shape, I prefer square over circle. Circle actually cuts off a little bit of the edges, so you're not able to get as much information. And minimap background, I'll leave this on standard. If you turn on to high contrast, it will make it pitch black and you can play with the opacity from there, but I just like the standard background color. It's just completely fine to me. I don't see any reason to tweak. Moving on though, we have the network buffering mode. This I haven't exactly played with to its fullest extent. It's been newly added into this closed beta as well, but personally when it comes to the network buffering, I just leave it on moderate. It says if you have a really, really good connection, you can turn this down to minimum. And I do think I have a really good connection, but not to the point where I have so much belief in it that I would turn it down to minimum. But I just leave it on moderate. This is if you're struggling a little bit. On maximum, you can crank it up. But yeah, I just leave this alone. In terms of text chat, I just leave all these enabled. We're gonna now move on to graphic settings because this is probably some of your meat and potatoes. I play on full screen on 2560 by 1440. This is obviously what you're gonna be able to handle on your PC and what your monitor is capable of. But I have a 1440p, 240 hertz monitor, so I play on 1440p. Brightness, I keep this on 1.
You know, it's weird. I'm supposed to have a 25 by 60 1440 mount monitor, but it doesn't go up to that. I don't know why.
Contrast, I also leave that at 1.
I haven't figured out why.
I can see some people wanting to turn this up. It could make, you know, the blacks a little blacker. It just like, make things pop a little more, but it will, in my opinion, darken corners, so I don't really want to do that. Frame rate limit, I have this off. Don't want to cap my frame rate. VSync, I do keep off though. I do that in every game. Just always keep VSync off. And render scaling, I keep this at max. I just want full render scaling. If at your current resolution mode, you're struggling to pull frames at 100% render scaling, I mean, I would probably just turn your overall resolution down and keep your render scaling at max. But as for my quality settings, my textures, effects, and post-processing, I keep all on low. Honestly, tweaking with these settings doesn't do a whole lot. The game does look pretty sharp on all epic settings, but it's a cartoon sharp. And so I have no problem keeping everything on low settings. As for my NVIDIA reflex settings, I keep reflex enabled, just on, not on plus boost. I match this to what's on my NVIDIA control panel. If you guys have ever set those settings up, I just never think on plus boost is necessary, so I just leave it on. As for DLSS settings, I love DLSS. I always encourage you to use it if you're allowed to use it. I keep it on, and I keep it on balance settings. You can't crank it to performance and ultra performance. I find anything past balance starts to blur out important things, like even your enemies are a little bit more fuzzy, so I want the picture clarity there still. I just keep it on balance. So that's gonna do it for graphics. It's pretty simple over here. Not a whole lot to tweak. Moving on to your crosshair though, it actually is really nice to add this little graphic up here.
Doesn't look like you changed much. Took that down. One. The one around the board.
Here this time around with closed beta, it gives you a live feedback of what all your crosshairs look like across the board, from your ADS to your hipfire, even your sniper reticle. I just have a pure white small dot with a black outline as my ADS. Crosshair as my hipfire, added some nice white little lines to kind of enclose it and circle it, and my sniper matches my ADS. In terms of the
I'll
actual
pause that for a
settings
second,
themselves,
chat.
my ADS center dot is just white, opacity cranked to 1, thickness lowered all the way down to 1, ADS outline on with a full opacity and minimal thickness. My hipfire, I have my color set to white.
I prefer green on most games. Let's try green. I don't know, just my thoughts. Here. On, one, on. Green again. Oh yeah, that green looks nice too. Doesn't look bad.
My outlines are on. My outline thickness is lowered all the way to 1. Center dot on. Copy ADS center dot settings. I didn't want to have to repeat it. So, I mean, you can turn this off and customize it differently, but I just wanted to match. My hipfire inner lines. So these are the lines that are surrounding my hipfire reticle right there. I have these, the inner line opacity all the way up to 1. I have the length lowered all the way to 1. My inner line thickness cranked all the way up to 10, so that this way you get these long lines. And then the offset, I keep that off. I don't want an offset. Show firing accuracy on and movement accuracy on. I'm just gonna show you guys what that looks like in the actual range here. I'll go up against a wall. You can see, like, it's nice. It kind of encloses it. It's almost like a circle with a dot, but it's like a square with a dot. You just got the nice little clean dot, and then when you spread around and you're shooting people from the hip, you will get a little bit of a spread there to see, you know, where your bullets
Yeah, it looks
will
helpful.
move off to. I like this better than clear lines, kind of like a, instead of a T outer crosshair, it's more of like it's a circle. Yeah, I think it's really clean. Now you can set up hipfire outer lines as well. These I just do not feel to be necessary. It adds another set of dots or lines outside of the little circle or box that I created already, and that's just, I don't really see the point in that.
I'm more interested in
and
that
my
sniper.
I basically
1, 1, 1 on 1 again, 1. I'm just gonna keep it red, or not keep it red, but green too. How that works.
match this to my aim down sight. So 1, 1, on, 1, and 1. It's the exact same. So that's it for my crosshair. All of these settings are pretty easy to play with, and you can tweak to find your own, but I think this is a nice set of crosshairs for you guys to put on if you guys like the look of it. Moving on to my audio settings, I keep everything.
This dude really likes ones. Interesting. All right, let's go. What does he got? He's got 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Yeah, I don't need the music either. Why? 1, 1, stereo, headphones, speakers, text chat. Okay, cool. Cool sense. Phone volume. 0, 0, roadcaster. I don't know. Push to talk.
On max, but my music volume I've cranked down.
I gotta figure out how to
1. A lot of
output
people will probably just
my
turn this
main
off if you don't
mic
like listening to music
to
in
my
the
actual
lobby. In terms of your
other
microphone
computer
inputs, you're
too,
gonna wanna
since
set
it's
these up
also
to what your
going on
actual
this computer
microphones
as my
are
audio
and your
source.
inputs
It's
are
kind of
on
weird
your computer.
how I have it
But
set
I
up.
keep the volumes at 0 and 0. I haven't found any problems with the audio so far in this game. I find my teammates to be, you know, easily hearable, and so I don't feel the need to up it. My team voice chat, I keep that on push to talk, and I have had my keybind set to T. Voice party chat, I mean, I keep all this on default, so nothing there. The only thing I did change was actually the audio output configuration over here as well. I changed the stereo to headphones rather than stereo speakers or platform default. Now moving on to keybinds. Keybinds, this is all preference as well, but my keybinds, I have found them to be pretty comfortable, and I actually like what I got going on here. So my duality swap and...
Oh wow, he's changed this shit up. Do I want to do that? Will that fuck me up? X and V by default, but he changed it to Q and E. Yeah, because he's doing like QWERTY. I bet that'll feel better actually. Go ahead and give it a go. WSDA. Control. change something? He took something out. He didn't take anything out.
Duality puck. I've changed these to Q and E. I find them really easy to access, and you are throwing your puck and swapping between characters quite frequently. And I've actually changed my scroll wheel down to be the puck as well, just so I can pull it out extremely quickly. If I ever need it, I can just quickly flick down and I'm throwing my puck.
I'm not doing that
My
one.
forward, backward, right, left, I mean WSAD, standard as usual. Jumping and vaulting is spacebar, but I've also double binded those to scroll wheel up. So my scroll
not doing
wheel
that.
up is also a jumping key. I just like and always apply jumping to my scroll wheel up in all games I play. My crouching, I have that on left control. My walking, I have that on shift. That's all standard. ADS is right click, firing weapon, left click, and then my primary sidearm, melee, and Zeus are bound to 1, 2, 3, 4.
One, two, three, four. Last used weapon. Toggle optical zoom. Alt. Okay, that might fuck me up. Or yeah, you go away. Pull you up.
Across the board. Now, this is actually really nice with Zeus. If you guys didn't know it in this game, while you're planting the Zeus, you can actually switch to your other Spectre while planting to defend the guy, defend your other body who is installing the bomb. Now, this is really accessible because if you're holding the 4 key with your index finger, you can still reach the Q key with your ring finger and swap bodies at the same time. So it's really nice, this the placement of these key binds. If you had these inversed, it'd be kind of hard to hit E while holding 4 at the same time unless you moved like your middle finger off W, but that'd just be a little weird. So yeah.
In. Inspect weapon. EV.
Yeah, that's my 1, 2, 3, 4. My optical zoom, I have that on left alt next to spacebar. Just quickly tap that. I can zoom in my optic, zoom out. My reload is set to R. My dropping Zeus is set to Z, and my inspect is set to N. Now for my equipment, I like CV and X because I find them really easy to click while taking my fingers off WASD. I can move around,
up my stream
and with
again.
my thumb, I can just activate.
I don't like where my mouse is sitting now. I need to like figure out something.
Having a control of my movement. Q and E, oftentimes you have to take a finger off your movement.
So I had to remove the monitor.
I don't have it on those. And my push to talk, T, party chat, P.
Hang on. DVX. DVX. Okay, and then he changed that to the T. We're going to keep P as party. Tab. Score, yep. King. Already that. Okay, I don't have to change that one. Correct. 4. Spray. 5. A weird one.
As for my general settings, I have some of these are set to
FB. Raise 5. Full screen is F. My menus B.
The default. Tab is default, but my ping is default. Interact is set to my 5 key on the side of my mouse. Sprays I set to 5 key up on the keyboard. My full screen map, I set my map to F on a lot of games just because it's so quickly available. It's right there. So I like to
Yeah.
click that, and my buy menu is set to B. So that's all my keybinds. Once again, the keybinds in this game don't get too crazy, but it is nice to have some customization. I found these to work really well for me, so maybe you guys will give it a try. I definitely recommend the CVX on your equipment because keeping your movement keys intact all the time is just really nice. Last thing for stats, I did turn on all network.
Do you show me the bottom of that?
So maybe you guys will give it a try. I definitely recommend the CVX on your equipment because keeping your movement keys, I set to 5 key up on the keyboard. My full screen map, I recommend the CVX on your equipment because keeping your movement keys intact all the time is just really nice. Last thing for stats, I did turn on all network feedback, I guess you could say. I translated all these to text. So here in, it exited me out of the range. The game just said there's a new update available, but it lets you know like rating is actually over all my votes in the. So here in network.
I don't care about all
I guess
that,
you could
though.
say.
I don't care about all that. That ain't gonna help me.
So here in it exited
leave
me
all
out of
that
the
off.
range. The game just said there's a new update available,
All right, let's
but
try it out.
essentially the
See how
network
that
settings
feels.
just in the very top left-hand side of your screen, way over there. It just gives you
Yo,
the little network feedback. Lets you know
Want to
if
go
you have
follow
any packet loss,
Staycation? That's where
and
we got
it's just useful.
our information from today. Seems like a valuable source. Go ahead and get back to it. Put the music back on. Yo, don't forget we have drops over on the Twitch side. So if you're over here at the TikTok side, come on over for some drops. I've got a cool couple charms for you for this game, exclusive. We're also streaming live on Kick and Twitch in general.
When that new Harry Potter game, the Hogwarts Legacy game, was super anticipated, so everybody was kind of focused on that. I used to get them mixed up a little bit, but now that, you know, they're a couple years apart, now I realize
Dude, we've been waiting 4 minutes in queue. Kind of crazy. These are intense. Oh shit, they have like bundles already? Huh. Am I not surprised? Not really. I'm honestly not surprised at all. See what they got. We got the what's this one called? Cryokinesis bundle. That's pretty cool. You get like an axe. Oh shit, that's cool. Medusa bundle. Starter pack. Shark gun looks kind of cool. East. I like the armor anyway. What does the currency cost? 1,000 coins is $10, of course. So wait, they want $90 for that skin set? This game just came out. Almost $90. Nah, I think I'm good on that. Oh, it's 3,000 SP off. Wow. See, does it even look cool? Oh, it glows. Okay. I mean, it's cool. I'm not paying $100 for it, but it's cool. This is $20 in itself for just the skin. This one's kind of cool, though. Ah, 8-minute queue. Crazy.
Reviews ain't looking too good though. That's kind of troll. But I'll probably play it here later. I'm gonna go get some food, come back. Probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably play something else a little bit. So fucking dude, final pisses me off today. I gained quite a bit of elo, and then I had a cheater drop 17 kills. Yeah, go read the reviews, bro. Dude, yeah, read the bad ones, dude. I can't believe you suck. Damn, that sucks. I'll be back though, dude. I might play it later. I might be playing Deadlock though, dude. If you want to play some Deadlock, I know you haven't hit us up to play Deadlock. I don't know if you ever played Lethal Company too, Terminated, but I've been playing some modded Lethal Company. That shit's pretty fun. I feel like I need to get these boys to remove a few mods. So.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Concord shutting down already. That's fucking crazy.
No best anyway. I think it's just a pretty enjoyable game with anybody that you get along with, to be honest, because it's funny to just fuck with people in that game. I'm one of those people that likes to run solo a lot of the time too, so I'll just run into people and I'll say they're like dumb as shit, like act like I'm a mimic sometimes. Like I'm one of those really super troll players, so like I feel like anybody can enjoy my playstyle because I just troll the fuck out of people. Like I'm not doing it like I just instinctively do it.
They brought out the old coat hanger? No, they didn't need to, bro. They just suffocated the baby. It just dead anyway, man. Do you think they'll bury it and
Wow.
try to rework it? I don't
Well,
think they're
I'm
gonna
not
do shit,
surprised.
man. I think it's done.
Dude, yeah, I was.
Yeah,
dude,
honestly, I
couldn't
think it's
believe
fucking
that.
done, man.
Sony
Yeah,
pulled the
only a
plug, dude,
$250
today.
million mistake from
Yeah, it's
Sony.
even off Steam.
Yeah, holy fuck,
They
dude. Guess what?
refunded, like,
Nothing will be
everybody, I
learned.
guess.
You say nothing will be learned, but I don't agree with that. I think people learned a lot out of Concord, man. I did. Some people are gonna be fired after Concord failure. Oh yeah. No, make no mistake. I think high triple-digit amount of people are going to be absolutely fucking removed because of this. This is gonna be like a Concord will be remembered in 10 years from now for how much of a catastrophic failure it was. I don't think people respect how big of a failure this was. It's incredible, right? A lot of people are very happy about this, myself included. The game looked like trash, and so that's what happens. So Concord is going offline. That's right, guys. They are bringing Concord into end of service. This massive game.
No,
this is like,
yeah.
I really do feel
Sony
like this
fans
is
love
a monumental,
love their game.
catastrophic failure that is something that will be remembered for years to come. This will be something that like 10 years from now we'll be like, do you remember like
Crazy.
we look back on like games like Superman 64 or E.T. on Atari or the Hobbit game on the GameCube, I think was like really bad. And there's like a handful of other ones that were just like super garbage. Like this will be one of those games. Yeah, Duke Nukem Forever. This will go into the pantheon of failures. Like it will make its rightful
At Subway, I'm gonna just go make some mac and cheese, and I don't know what's for dinner tonight. I'll figure out what's for dinner later on.
However, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that other aspects of the game and our initial launch didn't land the way we intended. Therefore, at the time, we have decided to take the game offline beginning September 6, 2024, and explore options, including those that will better reach our players. While we determine the best path ahead, Concord sales will cease immediately and will begin to offer a full refund for all gamers who have purchased the game for PS5 or PC. If you purchased the game for PlayStation 5 from the PlayStation Store or PlayStation Direct, a refund will be issued back to your original payment method. Not surprised. Customers who purchased from other digital storefronts will also be refunded. More information about refunds, Steam, and Epic can be found below. Yeah, not surprising. All right, let's watch the review on Spectre. It must be that bad, though. Seen anything?
Hey everyone, what's up and welcome
Oh, look,
to
it's
10
staycation
tips
again.
I wish I knew before I started Spectre Divide. I'm still relatively new to Spectre, just like all of us are, but there are some tips I have accumulated over the course of my 130 hours through playtests that Spectre has hosted. So I like to think I have some information to share with you all, and I hope it helps you out. I do stream every day on Twitch, link to that will be in the description. We're playing all day, every day, man. I plan on posting a ton of Spectre content here on the channel, and I'm excited. I hope to see just as much excitement from you guys as I am for this game, and I can't wait to share more. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel here. And like I said, my Twitch link will be in the description. But let's get into it with tip number one, and that is going to be regarding Spectre placement. Spectre placement is important. If you guys play Valorant or Counter-Strike, you would know that you kind of just got to walk to where you want to go before the round starts. But in Spectre, it's made a lot simpler. You do have two bodies to account for, so it would be unrealistic to walk both your bodies to two different points of the map, or both of them to the same point. So if you just open up your mini map, if you left click, you can place your main body anywhere you want, and if you right click, you can place your Spectre anywhere you want. In addition to this, if you were to hold down left or right click while placing your body,
I didn't know that.
Also rotate the position of that body to make
cool.
sure they're looking exactly where you want them to. This is super intuitive. It makes sure that you can set your character up exactly how you want without ever actually having to access the other body or switch bodies to check on it. And lastly, to finish this all off, if that wasn't precise enough for you when it comes to body placement, at the very last minute, if you realized your sniper was in the position where you wanted your AR character to be, you could very quickly double tap the keybind you use to switch to your Spectre to swap bodies before the round starts. So your sniper would instantly teleport to where your AR is, and your AR would instantly teleport to where your sniper is. It's a good way to last minute quickly switch the positions of your bodies. And so yeah, that's tip number one. If you guys didn't know that, now you know. It'll save you a lot of time when getting set up before your round starts. Moving on to tip number two, though, we're going to talk about the buy menu. The buy menu is a little bit confusing to some people when they first boot up Spectre.
Stream is
they
dead.
open it up and they see double combinations of weapons everywhere, and they don't really know where to start. One thing you need to remember is that in Spectre, you have two bodies to account for. Spectre is
not popping off today.
Fundamental gameplay loop, and so they don't want people, you know, juicing up their one character with a sick weapon and basically leaving their second body as just a meat shield or bait. They want both bodies to be utilized to their full potential or equal potential between the two bodies each round. And so every single time you buy something in the buy menu, you're accounting for both bodies. That's why there's two guns with every purchase you make. Now, when it does come to buying weapons for friends, this is where the system gets pretty intuitive. If you were only able to afford half of a loadout of a tier 4 weapon, but your friend had quite a bit of cash sitting on him, he could purchase half of your loadout, and you could finish the other half to get that tier weapon you wanted. You do have to remember though that your friend can't just buy that one weapon and now one character has a weapon and your other character doesn't. You have to fulfill both ends of the loadout in order to fulfill the purchase. And so like I said, your friend could buy one half, you could buy the other, or your two friends could purchase both halves of your loadout and give you one complete loadout. So it's very nice. Moving on to tip number three, we're gonna talk about Spectre utilization. I think it's very important that in Spectre, you're playing multiple positions, especially when you are defending. You're never going to want to stack all your bodies onto one site, because if you have both your bodies on one site, you're only able to play one of them at a time, and the other one isn't being used for information. At the beginning of a round, if you place one Spectre to cover the middle lane and you place one Spectre on A site, you would be able to watch if anybody comes through A or if anybody's coming through mid. If you do have all of the enemies pushing to B site, your middle Spectre is closer than the Spectre at A, which would be able to rotate to A site and then rotate your main body over to it. So it does play highly advantageous to spread your bodies out. You get more information. This goes along for your teammates as well because they'll be able to be active on a site with you rather than having dead space bodies just sitting there. And a lot of you might be thinking, isn't it risky to leave your other body so far across the map without being able to keep a good eye on them? Each Spectre also
what up,
has
homie?
an alarm
Appreciate
system
you being
built into them. So whatever body you aren't active in, as long as an enemy nearby isn't slow walking, it'll actually alarm your Spectre that there's incoming threats and you know to switch to it, so you can
that's something I already
actually
know, though.
combat whatever's
You know
nearby
about that.
or catch people lacking as they rotate across the map. Moving on to tip 4, we have Spectre mobility. As much as playing multiple positions is strong, there are also a lot of positions on the map that can only be accessed by a second body. So the Spectre plays as a mobility tool to get up onto boxes, to get up into vents that you normally wouldn't be able to reach just by jumping. I highly encourage you all to take advantage of these spaces because it allows you to defend or push sites from various angles rather than the basic ones you have just on foot. The Spectre tool isn't only good for reaching hard to reach spaces, but it's also a mobility tool to move silently. If you're up on a ledge and you know that people are nearby and they would hear you if you have no way down other than to drop and make noise, you can actually throw your Spectre puck and silently switch bodies after your body silently teleported to where you threw it, and keep the silent play going without alarming enemies. The only thing you have to be careful of here are recall lines. Every time you throw a Spectre puck and your body is teleporting to it, from the body to the puck, there will be a trail that kind of looks like electricity. If enemies see this, they will know that you are moving your Spectre. This is why rotating across a map can be dangerous if you do it too quickly at the beginning of a round. But as long as your Spectre is nearby, no one's probably going to see the recall line. Moving on to tip number 5, we have staying on the move. It's highly important that once a round progresses, you are keeping your Spectre up with your plans. If you are pushing a site and you've officially taken that site, you want to make sure you call your Spectre onto that site so they're not sitting across the map. If you were to die, you would have to rotate from the complete other side and they'd probably defuse in that time. Same thing with defending. If you know that a team is committing to a push and you can confirm this is where they're going, you probably want to move your Spectre so that once again, if you die, you're not halfway across the map, and by the time you get there, you're gonna have no time to defuse. The other benefits of moving your Spectre with you constantly is that allows you to play in combat with two bodies. If you were to peek somebody and take some damage, you can then take cover and then re-peek out with another body from a different angle that you've already set yourself up on. It'll hit the enemy with the element of surprise, which they wouldn't expect to begin with. And also, if you were to peek and take damage, you could then switch to your other body and recall that body out of that position that they are now stuck in. Like I mentioned earlier, the only thing you do have to be careful of when moving bodies is that you don't die before the body finishes its recall line, because if you do, then your body will still be stuck in the original position. And this moves us on to tip number 6, which is fast recalls. If you look around any of the maps, there are green zones on the mini map, on the main map. And if you see these and you throw your Spectre puck onto them, it'll actually recall your Spectre to that location much quicker than it ever would throwing it in any other random position. This is a really good tool. Say you're rotating across the map and you find a green zone halfway through at mid. It's a good place to quickly call down your Spectre, get him out of a dangerous spot, or keep the Spectre from the original position up with you, so when you're pushing site, you know, your bodies are together. One of the sponsors in this game, called Mew Robotics, actually has an ability where they spawn down a little bit of a shielded dome, but more importantly, it actually spawns a fast recall zone, which can be really useful once again if you're pushing with a team and you know they're coming. You throw that down, your entire team can recall their Spectres to that one spot instantly. Just make sure you keep an eye on these things. They're very useful and honestly easy to overlook if you aren't paying attention to them. Tip number 7 is abilities with Spectre. There are a ton of sponsors in this game, and if you want to make full use of most sponsors' kits, you're going to have to know how to use your Spectre in creative ways. At least one ability on most sponsors' kits have at least one function that ties into Spectre usage. So one of my favorite classes is Pinnacle International. It's the class with a cluster grenade, a flashbang, and a stim to heal yourself. But one of the cool perks to the stim is that if you were to switch bodies while healing your current body, the other body would then get increased movement speed and Bloodhound's vision, which basically blocks everything out and highlights enemies red. a lot of times I would find myself popping this ability and switching to my Spectre just to make use of this mobility tool. That makes me a lot harder to kill when pushing a site and can make me play like a psychopath because I'm just so much faster than everybody. It's so much fun to use. It kind of reminds me of like an Octane stim from Apex Legends, but there are other classes that work with Spectre as well.
I didn't know it did that either.
Also has an ability where you can throw a smoke shift. You throw smoke with a lineup, and wherever that lands, your Spectre instantly teleports inside of that smoke, and you can then switch to places where honestly you wouldn't be able to throw your puck because it's just too far. So make sure you're looking into the Spectre component of every kit. That is how you're going to make most use out of each of these sponsors' potential. We're already at tip number 8. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure you drop a like. I really do appreciate the support, and I mean, shoot, you might as well hit the subscribe button at that point. You're here, man. So tip number 8 is going to be weapon accuracy. Weapon accuracy in this game is the big selling point, but also something that a lot of players might still
Water and stuff, chat. I'll be right back. Bear with me a minute. I will return. All right, I'm back. How am I running? In anything if it has a cord? How do you get a liquid death? Water. Good stuff. Love some water.
will not be familiar with. Unlike games like Counter-Strike and Valorant, you are fully accurate while moving. In Spectre Divide, there is no accuracy penalty to movement in this game. And in addition to this, you are 100% accurate while ADSing at all times.
The damn mouse.
So if you can learn the recoil patterns of weapons and memorize the entire spray and get that thing down to a dot, as long as you're ADS, you'll be hitting every single one of those bullets. There are two exceptions to this rule though when it comes to being accurate while moving in this game, and that's going to come down to the Harpy and the prototype op sniper rifles, or sniper and marksman rifles. These weapons do require you to be standing still to gain 100%
let's open up the range
while using. They are very strong weapons. This is just the way they wanted it to be, and honestly it probably makes the weapons balanced. So make sure you are standing still and getting accurate while shooting these things. Tip number 9 is going to be for when you are planting and defusing the bomb. This one's short and sweet, but if you have the opportunity to do so with a second body nearby, if you are planting the bomb, you don't need to sit there waste just planting the bomb. While planting, you can switch to your other body, and the body you left will continue and finish the plant as long as it doesn't die, so you can play another position.
Why did it do that?
And cover your body who is planting. This also goes for defusing. If you're in a very clutch situation,
don't know why it went
you're the only
widescreen.
player left on your team, but you have both bodies alive, and you know you're gonna have to be fighting off a lot of enemies, but you need to get this defuse off because the clock is running. While starting the defuse, you can switch to your body, it'll continue the defuse, and you can cover for yourself to make sure you get that off. It would make for some incredible plays. Honestly, I'm yet to see it happen in games I've played, but Yeah, I think
Ooh,
this is a
let's
pretty
go to practice
sweet tip. And
range.
finally, we're going to talk about tip number 10, which is all about the mini-map. The mini-map is a great information tool. If you look up at the mini-map, a lot of times you can see abilities on that map. Depending on the ability, you can kind of see where the ability comes from. Vector Dynamics has a wall that they shoot out, and the wall is used kind of as a blockage to the other team's site. But if you look at the map and you see where the wall is moving, you can oftentimes determine where the enemy would have shot that wall from, which will then tell you where the enemies are coming from. In addition to this, it's also a great information tool for your own abilities. If you are playing Pinnacle International and you are throwing some grenades, if you look at the minimap, it'll tell you exactly where the ability will land with a line on the minimap. So lineups in this game are honestly quite easy. All you gotta do is look at your minimap. You can look up higher to make the line shorter, or look more straight to make the line longer. And you can place abilities exactly where you want them. This goes for smokes, grenades, anything really. Just get creative with it. And so I hope those 10 tips helped you out, but I do have one more 11th tip. I guess you can call it a bonus tip. This is going to be regarding the practice range. The practice range, I probably spent the first 50 hours of my game being in this range not knowing that there was a back half to the range. So if you didn't know, now you know. I just don't want you to make the same ridiculous mistake that I did. In the back of this practice range, there are a dummy, a spray board, and a bit of a tile targets game that you could play to pass the time while waiting for your friends in queue. This is all a great place to kind of just, warm up your aim, or even practice the recoil on a lot of the weapons and test damage profiles. But don't forget about the front of the range as well, where they have targets that can change in size, distance. You can kind of customize it how you want it. And yeah, that's everything that I wish I knew before I started playing Spectre Divide. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, we will be posting a lot of content of Spectre here on the channel. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time, ever since I heard about it, which honestly hasn't even been that long, but it feels like it's been a long time. So I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to post more. Can't wait to share my
The
joy
hit
with this
registry
game,
was terrible
with
just
you
now.
guys, and I hope to see
That'll
you guys
happen.
here in the next video. So subscribe, turn on notifications. Thanks so much for supporting the video, and I hope to see you guys over on my Twitch stream. Keep up, stay up. Peace out.
How do you push it back further? Why is my computer taking off like a jet engine? What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, let's exit the desktop. Something weird's going on here. Hey, you want to stop? I don't know why it's being loud. Strange. Yo, let's see these reviews. Let's see how bad they are. Boris said they were pretty awful. Budget crap. Like a mobile game. Good. This game feels mushy and is kind of boring, not gonna lie. Shroud Overcooked. The priority of getting out of beta was to make full donates shop, then server stability and fixing bugs that weren't in the beta itself. I participated in the closed beta, and since then the only thing that has changed is that it takes 15 minutes to find a match with 30k online, and I haven't found one yet. While in the closed beta, the online was 4 times less, and the match was found in a couple of seconds. And from first day, 1 skins cost $10, and the set cost $80. Update. I can't even cancel the match search. I had that problem too. I couldn't cancel the match search, and I waited 9 minutes, and it didn't go nowhere. Charges more for skins than Valorant and feels pretty underwhelming. Played the beta, and now the full release just feels unsatisfying. Game is just trying to cash out on Shroud's name. Game is basically broken. I can't get into the tutorial, let alone an actual match, as I have an infinite loading screen. The game also shouts at me for using outdated AMD drivers. That's your problem, buddy. The one time I managed to get past a loading screen was when the game threw me back to the main menu with the error, lobby match has been canceled when server allocation fails. A friend of mine was able to get into the game effortlessly, so it doesn't seem to affect everyone, but I've seen enough folks around complaining about this now, and it's not an isolated issue. His impression of the game were not great either. Also, having looked at the storefront, the prices are beyond ridiculous for skins. $90 for a couple of weapon skins and charm in a bundle is such a ludicrously disgusting amount. It's just a legitimate ripoff. Played for 30 hours in the beta, had a great time. Was able to get the class I wanted with currency that was included. Obviously a bare bones experience, but still fun. Played 1 hour in public release. The advertised bundle claims to be worth 12,000 currency, but discounted to 9,000 currency. You cannot buy 12,000 currency in one purchase. Highest purchase option is 11,500. 4 out of 8 classes are also locked behind grinding, of course, of $20 paywall. Countless bugs with inputs in the first 2 games. I tried to play third game, can't connect, sit in queue for 15 minutes to no avail. Tried to cancel the queue by clicking cancel queue, which literally does not function. Proof does not function. For now. Good game. I'll not be going again. Well, that sucks. Oh, what's the Founders Pack look like? Let's look at that. Founders Pack's kind of cool. Got some cool look to it. Archangel, huh? Supporter pack. Okay, cool. I wonder how long those will be available. Bet you don't get the supporters pack with the founders pack. That'd be fair, wouldn't it? Instead of paying like almost $100 for both. So you're kind of doing the Valorant thing where they have special skins though. Which this one looks cooler than the one I looked at, I'll tell you that much. They also have their own little mini character guy, I guess. Alright, let's go back in. Try again. It's 3v3, yes, because you get you get a whole extra character on your end called a Spectre. Also, I don't know why my game keeps doing widescreen. Hey, what's up? Welcome in. Having some issues with the game already today, including whatever the hell this is. Go back to windowed. Oh, there we go. It unfucked itself. Good. I like it like this more than the other way. Yeah, it's kind of like Overwatch. The hell. Kind of like a Borderlands cell shaded style. Kind of cool. I'm seeing some bad reviews already for the game, unfortunately, which kind of bums me out, but maybe it'll fix itself. Only day one. The queues have been like, some of the queues have been like 10 minutes, unfortunately. That I don't like. Yeah. Little performance problems going on right now for some reason. Hopefully they work it out. How did that go? See if we're not waiting 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to turn the music off, everybody. Forgot we were watching videos, so now it's really quiet in here. I don't want to be too loud, so I'll keep it down a little bit. That's much better. Only had one match today so far, and I've been live for almost 2 hours. I think it's kind of crazy, but we did watch some videos and stuff on the game. Yeah. What's going to be real crazy? Oh, look at that, 2 minutes. They might be patching it. They might be fixing some stuff. Good. Who's the publisher? Shroud. This is Shroud's game. You familiar with Shroud?
Riker Industries.
The Horseman and Clueless. That's actually my name right there, half the time. So here in the setup screen, you get to choose from a set of like tools versus an actual character, like Valorant, for example. So some of them are locked because we don't have them unlocked. This one's your basic cluster grenade, flash, adrenaline shot. This one kind of does a lot of like shadows and traps. Yeah, you pick your kit. It's pretty cool. See how we do. Let's see how we do. You can, of course, remodel your Spectre look-wise. That's the inspect button. Every game has one. Oh, let's look at my knife. Oh, how cool. Let's flip it. Sometimes it flips, sometimes it doesn't.
You have the Zeus.
You can choose your guns. You get your buy. Going mid with this guy. Oh yeah, I forgot to change my Spectre button. Gonna have to remember that. You get this puck thing. You can throw your Spectre anywhere you want. They go with you. You throw them like that. You just throw it around for fun, etc. You can switch back and forth between them. See how I'm switching just back and forth to the guy in front of me? This kit lets me view enemies. Throw the spike towards B. Like this. Identify the pulse. Nobody's on the spot. Move in. There's somebody right there on mid now.
Going for the
Plant while I can.
Zeus has been planted.
Remember that puck system? I can take the puck, throw myself up there. Nobody's coming yet, surprisingly. There's 2 left. One left. We're gonna win. We gotta get away from the bomb. We win.
Flawless round.
Flawless round. Let's go. You can choose your kit again. You get more money as you go each round.
You have the Zeus.
You can also go to your map. As I figure out how to go to the map. My map button. There we go. I can also just put my guy right here. I can flip it. Like that. And now I'm going to be on that section. That's something I learned that I didn't know you could do. You probably could do that since the beta.
gathering wave scan intel.
Pulsing. Somebody over here. Potentially. There's not. Still nobody on here.
Zeus going down.
Zeus has been planted. Flawless round.
Interesting. Well, got to run. Have a great stream. Appreciate it, Joe. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for popping in with us and checking out the game.
You have the Zeus.
We're gonna go A this time.
Gathering wave scan intel.
They're waiting here on B somewhere.
Splinter grenade out. I'm planting the Zeus.
Zeus has been planted.
Splinter grenade.
Round one.
Got him.
You have the Zeus.
Wave scan out. Arc sentry up.
Priming the Zeus.
Zeus has been planted.
Meltdown is here.
Flawless round. You have the Zeus.
Wave scanning the area.
Splinter!
Arc sentry stand.
Tossing hull mine.
Splitter grenade.
I'm planting the Zeus.
Zeus
Going
has
for
been
the
planted.
plant.
Round one. have the Zeus.
Wave scan.
Zeus going down.
Zeus has been planted.
Splinter grenade out.
You won the round. Last round before side switch. You have the Zeus.
Wave scan running. Smoke here. Dropping meltdown.
Splinter grenade.
Arc sentry up.
Splintering them.
Oh yeah, after I changed my reticle and my sensitivity, I'm cooking now. This is good. This feels good. I think this is what I needed in the beta. It's a good ass match, honestly.
Match point. Halftime side switch.
Ah, damn it. I thought we were done with the match. My bad. Yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
Gathering wave scan intel.
Hitting grass.
Zeus has been planted.
Ready on the Zeus.
Defenders have won the match.
Easy. That was like a flawless match. Let's go. 8-0. Nice. I need to get my deaths down, honestly. My locker banner. Cool one. I like that one. What happened to my network connection? Weird.
Riker Industries. Pinnacle International. Morgan United.
Someone didn't lock in. Match abandoned.
Motherfuckers. Walk into the match. The weirdos.
Ghost Link Collective. Riker Industries. Pinnacle International.
have the Zeus.
I'm ready. Wave scan running.
Starting adrenaline. Splinter grenade.
Now pay attention again to the beat of the drums, and then listen as the song starts to tail off. You begin to hear screams in the background, which is a symbolism of people becoming possessed as this being sung.
Wave scan running.
Zeus is dropped.
Dude, active. Dropping in dead zone.
Close.
You have the Zeus.
Wave scanning. Splinter grenade.
Zeus carrier was killed.
Damn.
You have the Zeus.
I'm planting the Zeus.
Zeus has been planted.
Wave scans up.
You won the round. You have the Zeus.
a wave scan. Hey, throwing a splinter.
Arc sentry watching.
Zeus has been dropped.
Where?
Adrenaline, go!
Damn. I played that so bad.
Placing partition.
Honestly, I played that so bad. Saw he was going that way too. Like, how did my teammate not see it? Oh, dude, he's gonna get clapped.
Zeus has been planted.
Please don't. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I thought he was cooking. Damn. Fucking close. Plenty of rounds to bring it back.
Clutch. You have the Zeus.
Taking my Spectre down mid. See how this works out.
Wave scan going out. Arc sentry standing by.
Splinter time.
Whole mine going down.
All mine. Ready. Splinter!
Carrier is down.
Oh, just when I thought I was locked in. Oh, 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 oh. Buddy, be careful. He knew he was back there. Played it super well. And I am not helping this round.
You have the Zeus.
No fucking way. Did you just happen to know where I was at, dude? Really? I don't fucking think so.
Gathering wave scan intel.
I was cooked.
Zeus has been planted.
Splinter time.
Beautiful ace!
Wave scan out.
Flash out.
Placing arc sentry. Link activated. Flashing.
Scanning the area.
Zeus going down.
Zeus has been planted.
What?
Last round before side swing.
halftime side switch.
Sending wave scans.
Revealed. Zeus has been planted. You won the round.
Wave scan running.
Placing arc sentry. Zeus has been planted.
Throwing flash grenade.
Wave scan.
Yeah, because this dude knows.
Round one.
Wave scanning.
Locating a hole mine.
Why do I keep doing that?
Zeus has been planted.
Starting adrenaline.
Hey. No way, dude.
Juke away. Juke going out.
Two on the route.
It was nicely played.
Match point.
Passing hole mine.
The Zeus is down.
Arch sentry on guard. Wave scan going out.
Zeus has been dropped.
Gathering wave scan intel.
Defenders have won the match.
Damn, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Oh, I don't feel as useless as I did in the beta most matches. That's good, especially after I changed the settings. It's been pretty nice. That was our last match, so we should be getting placed now in some kind of group. Recruited. Welcome to the loyal band. Cool. I gotta get that KD down, man. The deaths are not it. My assists are good. My kills are alright. Ugh. We can do better. I'm gonna unlock this one. This one looks crazy. I get my points. Loyal band. Oh, merry loyal band. All right, chat. Check it out. I'm gonna get out of here for now. I want to thank everybody for joining me for this little bit of a stream. I know it wasn't too crazy. That was not the intention of the stream. It was to just have a little bit of a release, little bit of a release stream. I want to be able to cut this into a VOD, so that's why I'm ending it now. We're trying some new stuff. I'll probably be back on after a little while. I gotta take a break. I gotta go do the gym, stuff like that. Important stuff to me. So I'll catch everybody later. Thanks for joining me, TikTok. I don't know if I'll be back later for TikTok or not, but I might be. We'll just have to see. Bye, everybody. Terminated, signing off.